Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh my god, I look like a mess. Welcome back to some more Napoleon Dai Nam-ite here in Victoria 3. As always, let's make sure I didn't mess the stream up. Hello, me. Stream up. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Serrano, hello, hello. Stopping by to say thank you for all the tutorials. I've learned the game thanks to you, and I've been binge watching all your series so I can catch up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Glad they're helpful. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. Good to have you. Hey, Just Ed Harris. Hello. Even Dairuka, another Victoria 3 streamer, thinks Ham's tutorial series are awesome. He plugs Ham on the regular. Does he? Aw. That's so nice. I love Dairuka. I love watching his streams. His are always so much fun. And I like the goals and achievements he sets up in his. Can learn a lot about streaming from watching his streams. Very cool. I'm excited to try to get some McDonald's caviar at the top of the hour. Don't let me forget. I got you, my friend. I see the light and I'm ascending to glory. I can really see all the floaters in my eyes with the screen. Yeah, you know, I think it's about time I found maybe like a new loading or a new screen. Like starting, ending, be right back screen. I've been using it for over a year now. So maybe it's time for a new one. Hey, Peter, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Good, as always, to see you. How's your weekend? I say this all the time, but it always feels so weird saying, how's your weekend on a Tuesday? But this is my first stream of the week. But anyway. All right, where are we here? So, we are ranked 6th. Now, we're not chasing any achievements here, so this is mainly just a be awesome run. I think we're finally able to start thinking about making that switch over to larger construction and some deficit spending. I mean, we don't have the amount of construction yet, so we got to work on that. But we have a very good interest rate now. And we have pops, if I remember. Yeah, like, look at how many unemployed we have here. Not a lot here. Tons of peasants here. Good amount of unemployed here. And a lot of peasants here. Deep diving into the couch. Had a cold, oh man, but also depth diving to EU5. Having huge food issues now. Oh man. Yeah, 1.1 has some issues. 1.1 is going to be fantastic. But the beta still has some issues to deal with, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, food issues. Apropos for some EU5 right there. Even apropos for Victoria 3 here sometimes. So let's take a look at our laws. So we're on interventionism. So we got to get no migration controls. We got to get rid of those. No, that's not what I want to look at. Cultural exclusion is fine. I mean, we need to start getting, like, mass migrations and stuff. Or at least get to a point where we can start getting mass migrations. Now, we've got some problems in the market here. So before we unpause, let's take a look. So we've got munitions plants that need lead. Do we have access to lead? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see here. Okay, so we're building lead mines in Kanto. I remember now. Didn't we have some agreement? The defensive pact, trade privileges, investment rights. So we want to build a bunch of lead mines in Japan and then buy our Japanese lead. What is our trade policy again? Free trade, okay. Now, where are the munitions plants? Hey, Matwis, what's up, what's up? Will you partake in that war? Yeah, I was gonna look at that next. So this one I can't. I really want to start thinking about taking over Siam. Problem is, they're owned by the French, but we're on very good terms with the British. So maybe we can get some type of alliance with them going. Now, this war is interesting. It looks like Great Britain will include us. Maybe. Let's take a look at this in a second. Hey, Super Frank! Hello, hello! What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Talking about deficit spending, I feel like it's fine in Victoria 3 until it's suddenly not, yeah. When you are the target of a war or something, and then it spirals out of control. Yeah, like, I feel like when you're deficit spending, your biggest enemy is war. That plus 60% cost of military goods can really throw off the balance. I feel like before you deficit spend, you need to make sure you got all your military campaigns taken care of. And you're ready to just fight defensive wars. But at the same time, with deficit spending, you can really up your research and then get advanced military tech. And if you're just trying to defend yourself, that's good. Now, if you're trying to, like, do stuff overseas, I feel like that creates a bit of a problem. Alright, so where were those munitions plants? So, Nam-ite... Oh, we got a lot going in Chungki. So we should be... So Nam-ite has one already. But we don't seem to be importing any of it. Why though? Why though? All right, let's add a little bit of a subvention there. Yeah, we'll get this lead mine done here. That should hire up, and then hopefully we can just import from Japan. We'll get a good price because we have trade privileges, and we'll just be making our own lead mine more profitable. Yeah, if you don't watch your numbers, a war can bankrupt you. Happens a few times. It's one of the things I absolutely love about this game when it comes to war. You could be the biggest power in the world fighting someone smaller than you, but the cost of war, like the financial cost and then just like figuratively the cost, could be too much. You could go to war, you could win the war, but you could really put yourself into a very bad debt situation. That's the reason why I normally target a zero budget, no gold reserves and no deficit. I feel like you get the best of both worlds. Yeah, so that's true, but when you're in debt, you're paying your pops the interest. So your building owners get more money in that way. So you can give your pops a little bit more wealth. For me, it depends on how much debt you're holding. I'm usually okay if I'm actually legit deficit spending. For me, like 25 to 50% is okay. I know a lot of people sometimes try to stretch it out, but once you get to that 50% mark, you got to be like successfully deficit spending. But I do like to hold some debt while you're deficit spending. Also, what's plus 60% military costs? Did I overlook a modifier this entire time? Yeah, when you mobilize an army, the cost of the military goods goes up by 60%. Mobilizing an army will immediately begin the process of mobilization for all battalions. A mobilized army will automatically stand down. Yeah, it doesn't say it here, but basically, yeah, when you mobilize your armies, they take 60% more goods, and so there's 60% more cost. Which is why when you mobilize, a lot of times you start having like a bunch of deficits here. Alright. So we're going to take care of the lead thing, and that'll take care of the munitions thing. And then we're going to build up a bunch of munition, which means we really should be building up a bunch more lead here. And tools are expensive here. Okay. We'll build one more level of tools here. And then we'll make sure we can get that. We've got some issues here. Government wages, goods for government buildings. How is paper? Because we can control that. Papers, papers pretty level actually. Yeah, they get more money. That only raises their standard of living and reduces birth rate. Don't spend on a lavish lifestyle, reproduce. Yeah, this is true, right? The never-ending Victoria 3 debate. Birth rate or education and liberation. Which legitimately, a legitimate question, which one is better? Alright, so let's take a look at this war. What could we get from Great Britain? Like, can we get anything out here? So we could get one of the Filipino states. But this is all stuff. I don't want to take any states in Spain, but we can take this state. They have rubber. That's not bad. I don't have a lot of pops. I don't really have any state modifiers, so... But Great Britain is gonna take one of their states as well. Though we could start, Oh, hold on. So the Philippines has an interest in this area. We could just remove their interest. Can we ask for that? No. Or did I miss it? Transfer subjects, transfer states. Humiliation. I don't know. Maybe we do this and we just take Luzon. What is their relative strength here? By the way, I saw that the graph on the Victoria Wiki has the pop growth on a maximum on Sol 15. Do you know if that's still the case? I remember Connor saying that it changed at some point. I don't know, to be honest with you. I thought Sol 15 was the max. After that, people are too wealthy to reproduce as much. But because I've always thought that's kind of low. Like, standard of living 15 is a good standard of living, but usually can get much higher than that. So yeah, I don't know, actually. I'll have to look at the game files and see how that goes. All right, let's figure this out here. Do we want to get involved in this war? Well, they can't. They would have to, like, naval invade. Oh, who else is in the war? All right, let's do it. We'll get on we'll get on Great Britain's good side. We could also just get money, but we would have to we would have to take one of the Spanish states. Although Great Britain. Now let's just take let's just take the Philippines here. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's right. I forgot. We have a treaty. I would much rather... I'd much rather have these trade privileges. Yeah, we're not going to get involved in this then. Never mind. I don't really care about getting that Philippine state that much. All right, I think we're ready to unpause. Let's do this. I think they changed the drop-off after, so it's not as steep as it was, but I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like what you're saying sounds familiar. Like, I feel like something like this happened, but I can't remember if this was, like, in a dev diary I was reading, or one of the hot fixes, or if I just saw it on Reddit or something. But what you're saying sounds familiar, but I can't verify either way. Damn it, Heavenly Kingdom? Why? Do they not like us? Like, come on. We're improving relations. Alright, let's just try to do a new one. See, this is insane. You can never get trade privileges with them. Alright, let's try to do goods transfer, see if we can do this. Because, as you can see, this adds a lot of money to our budget. Is there something we can buy? What if we just buy green? Yeah, that's the other thing. They never want to sell us any of their stuff, which makes this difficult. Could sell you some fruit. But yeah, I don't want to go in the hole for fruit here, so... Let's sell you our excess hardwood. Meat. We'll keep that. Opium. So, like, why did you withdraw from the treaty to begin with? That is the question. No. 200. Oh, we already owe them one, huh? Okay. Yeah, they're just not gonna want to give the trade privileges. Then I don't really want to buy your wine. Oh. We're gonna need to. Okay. So fine, we'll add the wine in there. Is there anything else we can buy from them? Might as well buy some grain. Buy 50 of it. Anything else these guys make that we want? And buy some glass, but I'd rather we produce that. Alright. So we have a 97% chance here. And we'll guarantee their independence. So let's do this for 15 years. Alright. Well, that fixed up the budget quite a bit. I need to learn how to read game files as well. I would like to look stuff like birth rate up myself as well. Do you know, I'll post something in the Discord. I found this old, a link to an old Reddit post that was very helpful. Somebody basically just outlined the process for how you can read the game files, a link to a free program that helps you do it. I'll put that in the Discord later today. It was really helpful. And that's kind of how I learned to look up and read game files. Which is very recent. I didn't start actually looking at game files until very recently. So we're done colonizing there, which means these guys might be moving a little bit quicker. Interesting, now we have too much sulfur in our market. Has to be something like NBT Explorer, I assume. I forget what the program was. What is that program called? See, that's the other thing. Whenever I start, I don't look at game files a lot. So when I want to look up game files, I always forget what the name of the program is. What is it? I'm trying to look right now. Oh, yeah, I think it's Visual Studio Code, I think is the thing I downloaded. Members of the police force have been discovered organizing systematic attacks against supporters of the Guaranteed Liberties Law, vandalizing their businesses and meeting places. We'll lose to... Yeah, I don't want to lose any more approval from the armed forces. We'll take the 10% here. We can negotiate with the trade unions. The industrialists are more amenable, though. But not enough. This is also for a promise, so... Oh, that's what it used to read stuff in Minecraft. Oh, interesting. I'll look up that one. Maybe it's a better program. Hey, just 24. What's up? What's up? Hello there. Can you tell me the secret to becoming rich so I don't have to work anymore? Man, if I knew that, if I knew that. If I knew that, there'd be a lot of things I wouldn't be doing anymore. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. What about VS Code? Oh yeah, are we writing code now? No. Are we hacking the game? No, but it's a good program to use to look at the game files if you're trying to. Sometimes some of the calculations are kind of hard to find or figure out just from the menus. So sometimes it's easier to just look up the game files and see what happens. But I find that a lot of times there are things hard-coded into the game that you can't find in the game files. I think it was the tutorial I did on standard of living, I believe. I think there was a lot of stuff about standard of living. Oh yeah, I remember. It was when I was trying to figure out the mechanics of welfare payments. I don't think there's anything, I think it was that one, that there's nothing in the game files about it. And so it took me forever of just like trial and error trying to figure out how those things work. VS Code is the program he uses, to read Wiki 3 code, get information from the files itself, yeah. Hey, LaPlace, what's up, what's up? How you doing, my friend? How's it going? Good morning to you. How was your weekend? All right, so we have our lead mine now. So now we need to make a demand for it. And we need to make tools a little bit more affordable. In fact, we kind of need that now. I want to build these tools in Kanto first. We also should be importing lead somewhere here. Here we go. So we have a good trade advantage. Though we're not importing from... Oh, we have central banking. We're not importing from Japan. You know, I could try to just do a government treaty for that instead of paying that subvention. Yeah, let's take a look at that, actually. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, so how much does one level of munitions plant need? 20. And we're about to have 6 of them. But we need 1 right now. So, we'll need 20 here. I don't know if I want to cover 6, though. Yes, we do. So we need like 100 units of lead. 1 lead mine will give us 20. let's do this now. When we're done building these, we'll do a goods treaty with Japan. To buy... Oh, we can't buy more than that, yeah, because they're not producing any. Well, we'll figure it out once we get it built. The ideas of the Radical Party have been raising interest throughout the country, leading to potential turmoil. Okay, so the Radical Party, the Petite Bourgeoisie, and the Industrialists. Who are the other party? Oh, the Liberal Party. The Intelligentsia. And the trade unions. Hey, J-Makers, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. How's everything going? See, the thing is, I would like to start switching over to laissez-faire, although we are still... our construction is still a little small for that. I also don't want more radicals. Yeah, let's just take this. We don't need the Radical Party to win the election just yet. I'd rather get the amount of radicals down. Law stalled. Alright, maybe we'll do that negotiation. The Intelligentsia have held secret discussions with the trade union seeking a certain arrangement concerning guaranteed liberties. I like universal suffrage. We can go to that. We can also give them political concessions. But I'd rather use their help here to get universal suffrage. I wonder if you could have AI analyze the files in a Notebook LM project to do, deep analysis of using AI. That's kind of an interesting idea. Yeah, upload the game files into Notebook LM. I wonder if Notebook LM can read it. Because I know it can do... Well, it can do images. I was going to say, I know it can do text files. It can do images as well, so I imagine it can do code. That's a good idea, actually. I'd love to hear the podcast it comes up with when you just upload Victoria 3 game code to it. So the Soul Welfare tutorial helped a lot to manage Soul and Radicals from the mid-game onwards. Oh, nice, great. I'm glad to hear it helped. Yeah, that was a tough one to make. There wasn't a lot of game files on it. But good, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. The thing that killed me the most in that tutorial was figuring out that the welfare payments that are currently being paid are based on the numbers from the previous week. That took me, I don't know, maybe I'm just an idiot. That took me days to realize. It stalled the creation of that video for a little bit. Because that's not in the game files at all. And if it is, oh man, I'd love to see if it was in there, because I could not find any reference to why the numbers were they were until I realized that about welfare payments. The Confucian scholars have formally censured Kai Win Fook over an unconventional article in a Radical Party newspaper advocating for disruptive social policies. I mean, this guy will lose popularity. It's not the biggest issue. Labor movement, pop traction, socialist movement, pop traction. I mean, we also don't care if the Liberal Party loses some momentum. We also don't care if they gain it, so we'll do that. Alright, hold on here. Gotta take some medicine here. Loading up some numbers on the good old insulin pump here. Not texting while streaming. Alright, there we go. I just finished my work and should go to sleep. Oh yeah, I hear you on that one. It's always a tough one to do. I do that at night too. If you install the CWT Tools extension in VS Code, it will make your life, a bit easier reading the code, but I'm not sure how good the support for Vicky 3 is. VS Code plus CW Tools is the go-to when modding Stellaris. Oh, very cool. Good to know. Thank you. Nice, nice. Good to know. I see, this is stuff, modding and looking at the game code is stuff that I'm not as well versed in, so I appreciate any tips on that. In a gesture of solidarity with the Radical Party, Bulan Winfuk has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. Yeah, this is good. We'll get some pop attraction to the industrialists. I think we will need that at some point. The files really do wonder on American politics, but I find it funny that all Western news outlets... Oh, yeah. When you said we were talking about Victoria 3 game files, I was like, Victoria 3 game files do wonders on American politics. I see now. Hey, Joe, what's up, what's up? Hey, boss, how are you doing? My wife birthed my second kid this morning. So my day is very peachy. Congratulations, Joe. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Oh, I didn't... I was about to say, I didn't even know your wife was pregnant, but why would I know that? Congratulations, my friend. I wish I could do like a, I don't know, like a fireworks thing on the stream here. I gotta set something up like that for the future. Well, just imagine I put a bunch of like fireworks and streamers on the screen for you. Congrats, my friend, congrats. That's awesome. 2. It's a whole new world when you have a second one. Let me tell you. I think a friend of mine said this to me once. The difference between having one child and having 2 kids is that 2 kids is man-on-man defense between you and your wife. I thought that was one of the best things I ever heard. Everything will blame on the Russia for what they didn't even do or think to do. Peak Western propaganda. Yeah. You can open the game files in VS Code with GitHub Copilot and try that, or with Cursor and use the agents to explore the code. Your results may vary, though. Oh, interesting. I'm going to try out both of those things. It's a whole new world for me. I do that with ChatGPT's projects. I made a zip of the common folder, and it searches the whole code of gameplay mechanics. Wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, any unique insights I was able to pull together. Nice, nice. Hey, Outer Signal, what's up? Good to see you, good to see you. Man, I'm behind on chat here. Hello, hello. How you doing? Different, yeah, yeah, different files. Whoops. Quite a few. Could research the files for hours with different topics. Nice, nice. Thank you, kind sir. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. The ongoing effort to implement guaranteed liberties has captured the imagination of the Liberal Party, which has added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform. All right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's take that 20% success, because this election is, like, done and dusted. Oh, yeah. Hold a grand exhibition in honor of the newborn. Do we even have that option yet? What do we got to do? Oh, we need some arts academies and some universities. Yes! We'll add that as a goal in the stream now. At some point, we're going to hold a grand exhibition in honor of new Little Joe. Lil Joe. Also, did you know that half the world found a cure for cancer after the U.S. left the WHO? I did not hear that. I don't know. That does not sound accurate. Think if anybody found a cure for cancer, I would have heard about that news. I'm good, Ham. How are you and the fam? How are we, chat? Yeah, doing good, doing good. Just, you know, hanging in there. Living life. Surviving. Alright, let's take a look at Kanto now. So now we have tools. Alright. And so now we're building one more lead. So now let's make a treaty here, a goods transfer treaty. Are they going to let us? Yeah, we can't change the quantity. Well, we can buy 10. We might as well. And then let's sell them a bunch of stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Buy our clippers. Buy our clothes. Ooh, they really don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, yes. Nice. Liberal Party 1. So, cheaper coal will make our tooling workshops better. So you buy 50 from us. Add that. You need fish. Take our fish. Just gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff so we can start making some mones on stuff. Now, I suppose when I do goods transfers treaties like this, I am taking away profit that our trade centers can do. But our trade centers are at capacity, so I suppose it's not terrible. All right, there we go. And now, is there anything that they have that we want to buy? I don't think so. It's possible we can get an obligation from them. Let's try it with the obligation. We have a 50-50 chance. We'll do this for 25 years, because this will be very profitable for us. Let's see what happens. Alright, so they declined it. That's fine. We'll get rid of the obligation. So we gotta wait till August 11th. Let's wait for the 11th. All right, good budget, good budget. The WHO. No, I got the WHO. Yeah. Not damn abbreviation. Sometimes complicated. Yeah. No, the WHO. Hey, Lauren, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Long time no see. How you doing? Doing all right. All the PDF file news is depressing. Yeah, seriously, it's hard to take at a certain point. If you have a cure for cancer, you're gonna get the Nikolai Tesla treatment, and you get ostracized. Yeah, who needs free electricity? We can get charged for it. Yeah, this is true. Hey, Polar Bear, what's up? What's up, Yo Ham? According to you, which company is most OP in this game? Oh my god, what company is most OP? I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of the country-specific companies I don't know tons about, because I haven't played with all the countries, but I mean, honestly, I still think the most OP company, and I know there's probably some disagreement on this, but if you can get it and you don't have conflicting companies, sheesh, it's really far down here. Yeah, I think it's under potential now. The construction company. The construction company is just because you can just, when you're deficit spending and you're trying to grow your economy, to have a company, geez, where is it here? That can just handle everything. Really? Why can I not find it? I want to take a look. Am I crazy sauce here? Okay, well, wherever it is, It's hard to look at these things sometimes. Here we go. We can pull it up from here. The United Construction Conglomerate. So when you're on steel frame buildings, to have a company that's basically covering everything except the explosives, is just so massive. I forget what country I played with, but I used the construction conglomerate, and it was insane the amount that I just kept building construction sectors. As long as you have the population, I just kept building construction sectors, and this company took care of everything. And then you add in maybe like the munitions company to take care of explosives, and then your private sector just goes bananas. So I still think that's one of the best. Now, the only problem with the construction company is if you have a company that is good at stuff like that. Like, for instance, I saw it somewhere here. For instance, like in the United States, you have Carnegie Steel. You're not going to want to use a construction company in the United States because generally this will be better for steel and everything. But if we're talking about not a country-specific company, I find that one to be just like one of the best. Good and bad news. Good, I have a lot of free time all of a sudden to watch your stream. Bad, I threw my back out. Oh no, that sucks. That is the worst. I know that feeling. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something epic and fun at least, or were you like me where you just wake up and you get out of bed and then your back's like, nope? The efficiency of our whaling stations in Sakhalin has proved to have a dangerous counterpart, and death has become common to almost every voyage. It is a high price to pay, but the profit is equally high. Now, the thing I find with companies, too, is it kind of depends on your run and what you're aiming for. So you can have companies that have like prosperity bonuses that are going to be very beneficial to what you're trying to do. Like, for instance, when I did the hegemony objective with Germany, well, I can't find it here, but having the arms industries and then having a naval company just made everything go so much better. So it kind of depends on the goal of your run, too. Coal's still very expensive here. Yes, let me just build Japan up here. Why not? Just so I can make my lead mine. Yeah, I'm not gonna just to make my lead mines more affordable. Man, okay. I'll have to take a look at that. The treaty was just 5 years. You forgot to change. No, did I? I do that all the time. Oh, God. I do that all the time. Let's see if we can change it. Let's amend it. Or while we're amending it, can we add more of this? No. Please, please, please. Ah, yes, there we go. Okay. Whoopsie. Thank you for that catch. Thank you, Between. Rush Hour 2 reference, my favorite Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan. 2000 good times when US and China not trying to start trade wars. Like, yeah, this is a good movie. I do love those movies. Oh, playing with your little one. Okay, but yeah, that will throw a back out for sure. But at least you're having some fun. Having some fun with the little one. But yeah, oh my god, all the time. I have this thing where, actually it has, now that I think about it, it hasn't happened a little bit. My daughter likes to ride me like a horse down the hallway when it's time for bed and she has to go brush her teeth. And so I do it just to get bedtime going. But man, is it killing my shoulder and my back. Because she's getting older now. And I think she's a little too old to be, meaning I think she's a little too big to be riding on my back. Construction company plus ammo plus minerals is a good combination. Yeah, but in my experience, you get the construction company so late that it's not viable to get rid of steel and tools companies that you most likely already established. This is true. I think it's viable if you have any like generic steel or tools or stuff like that. I think it's better than all the other generic companies. Problem is, a lot of countries have a unique company for something like that. And any unique company is always going to be better than any of the generic ones. Speaking of which, you know, we do need to start fixing this up. So, yeah, we're not utilizing a lot of steel in our country. We could really use... Oh my god, we could really use more motors industries. We should build them here because we have a bunch of unemployment. Start off like that. Yeah, we'll finish this stuff and then we'll do that. I started a run with Argentina, and budget has been a real problem. It's 1860s almost, and I cannot support 3 construction sectors on iron frame. They're going to debt. Oh, wow. South America is a real challenge. Now, South America is, I think, one of the most challenging places on the map, because you have very few pops, very low infrastructure. But, yeah, I mean... Argentina is a tough one to get off the ground. In the midst of the debate surrounding guaranteed liberties, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the intelligentsia, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. I would say, like, how many trade centers do you have, too? Don't build up your trade centers, and then really work with, like, tariffs on imports for like luxury stuff that you might not necessarily need right now, in order to make it more economically viable to import the iron and stuff that you need until you can get your own import stuff. In some of my games, my private sector go crazy. Companies build buildings. There's no need, and there's lack of resources or manpower. Like making 30 to 40 steel mills in a province where there's very low iron mines. Can you tell me why? Because when these companies are looking to build, obviously they're only going to build what they have. Now, when it comes to the private construction queue, there's priority given based on who's contributing the most to the fund. So if we look here, our financial districts are contributing the most, and then our companies. If your companies are contributing the most, they're going to get first priority, which means first priority in the private construction queue are these industries, and they're going to build it where they can. So they're going to look where there's infrastructure and workforce, and where more levels can be profitable. So basically, it sounds like they're building those because it could be more profitable. And the reason why they are is probably because the trade centers are probably exporting quite a bit of it. So even though you don't necessarily need it, they're building it because there's a big trade potential for it. Even though your country could use something more than that. You missed the news about Algeria getting sanctioned by the US in 2026? I did miss that news. I'm gonna have to look that up. I did not hear about that. Wonder why they sanctioned us. So we do need to get through this build queue a little bit. Wait, why? Why in the world am I building logging camps here? Why am I building logging camps here? Yeah, get rid of those. Yeah, I mean, I'm building some tooling, but what the? I don't know what I was thinking last week on that one. Same here, Polar. They build on states without infrastructure and building with no demand. Yeah. Yeah, they can do that depending on the situation. What you need to do is kind of level out. I would take a look at how much everybody is investing into the private construction queue, because it sounds like maybe your financial districts are like very far down there, and so the companies are taking over the private construction. Sounds like it's time to buy a real horse. One day we will just see a horse in the background. Yeah. Isn't that the thing? Like when your kid is like, I want a pony. The proletarian revolts. Yeah, we won't get involved in that. Yeah, mine is getting a little too old, I think, too. Almost 10, and she loves to be thrown about. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter is 8. And same thing. She still wants me to put her on my shoulders sometimes. I'm like, kid, I can't do that anymore. You're gonna kill me. Depends on how much your economy relies on exporting prestige tools, for example. Oh yeah, if you're the #1 producer in the world, I would never get rid of it. Yeah, that's a great point. If you're the top producer in the world, don't mess with it. That's why I do think, in terms of companies, I don't know if I wouldn't say there's one that's really OP. It really does depend on what you're trying to achieve in the run and the situation of your country. I've played runs with the same country, different runs, and taken different companies because I just had different situations and things I was trying to do. I mean, we'll get sanctioned by the US for buying Russian weapons. Oh, is that why? God. The most difficult but fun playthrough I've had so far was Liberia. Ooh, we got guaranteed liberties. There we go. You know, I've never done a legit Liberia run. I need to do that. That does sound like a very fun run. Alright, so let's start passing universal suffrage. We made a promise for it, and we generally would just like to have it. Oh, petite bourgeoisie. What do the intelligentsia want? Prominent intelligentsia meet in Hui's finest cafe to discuss universal suffrage. With the right leverage, perhaps their opinions could be swayed. Yeah, we don't want expenses. We don't want to lose bureaucracy. So what would this do? So add an amendment, voting age of 21. We get added authority, which wouldn't be bad. Plus 5 political strength per vote. Sure. Let's do that. In South America, you also have -10 construction efficiency in both the Andes and the Amazon. Amazon might even be negative. Yeah, that's true too. That makes it very difficult. right, though, we are at the hour mark, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break, and we'll catch up on chat. But we don't want to get hit by ads here, so we got to go pay homage to our ever-loving gods of ads. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Let's see. All right, let me catch up here. I'm very far behind here. Yeah, it's irritating. Then we have to promote green grass decree, but still can't do anything for resources, and companies start taking losses and not contribute to investment pool. You know, another thing you might try to do is really try to lean in on getting investment rights in many other places. Let your companies start producing there. Though I know that kind of sounds like, oh yeah, just get investment rights elsewhere. But if you can do it, good idea, Ham. Iron price is not a problem. I think the issue is that I can't get the private sector pool big enough to be constantly building and sharing costs. It's like I have to wait months for them to build something, or privatize a building. So you might want to look at some of your laws. Like, which economic law are you on? Like, if you're on agrarianism, capitalists are not going to invest as much, although you are going to get more contributions here, so it could be beneficial in that way. Whereas, like, if you're on laissez-faire, you could start to get more contributions like that. You can also try to make your industrialists very happy. You'll get plus 10% investment pool contribution efficiency from them, and if they're at 20% political clout or higher, they'll be powerful, and this jumps to plus 20%. So there's ways you can kind of maneuver that, and then again, getting investment rights in other countries, getting a company to get a regional HQ there will add reinvestment to your country. So Algeria is supporting the Russian economy and hence helping Russia in the war in Ukraine. We get it. Thanks for letting us know. Oh, yeah. It's not surprising. The AI favors economy of scale, so if it's got a steel mill already, yeah, it's scale max. I haven't seen anything to indicate it wants to build steel mills in iron states. Yeah, it doesn't it doesn't really prioritize that way. It's a very difficult run as you can't really get big, so you're forced to aim for something smaller. Yeah, local power is what I did, but as you're so small, nearly no economy with internal slave problems, but lots of great powers active near you. It's a very tough path to thread the needle. Yeah, but eventually you can make that turn, right, into a larger power. Once you can really start getting mass migrations in a run like Argentina, then you can do that. You can also, you know, try to get into be a protectorate of somebody else. Like, let's say Argentina became a protectorate of Spain, and you have, that means your pops share a little bit of heritage. You'll start to get migration from Spain, and it doesn't, so you don't need mass migration, but you'll get a regular migration from them. So sometimes that's a way to increase population. Yan Mine don't have any settlements, only a research station with some 20 people on it. Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff here. I wouldn't say Algeria's helping Russia, but Algeria's... Yeah. The AI will build 40 ports in a province with 80% turmoil and 70% starvation, because that's important for the economy. But that might be is that the best state? Is that the best situation any of your states have? Because maybe all your states have that turmoil. I think game got inspired from the Antarctica's penguin before it became popular. Love it, especially coming from Polar Bear. I know, but the meme is that Yanmai and have more pops than 20s under 23 database. oh, Liberia, that's right, I forgot. Before the break we were talking about Liberia. Yeah, you don't get a lot of migration there. Like, let's take a look right now. Yeah, like, in fact, look, right now Liberia is losing migration to American states. So maybe getting out of the United States. But also, they have decent standard of living. See, that's the problem. With Liberia, your parent country also has a very high standard of living. So that makes it difficult. Oh boy, here we go. Good thing we're starting these munitions plants. What do these guys want? No. Oh, no. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be tough. So it's possible to get the Dutch East Indies. All right. Well... so they can send troops in through this way. Now, we were waiting to upgrade everybody until we got the munitions plants done, but you know what? Time is of the essence. All right, so we're gonna have to do some work here. So let's start upgrading. I've watched many videos of yours, but I don't know much about you. Tell us more about yourself. How's your family? Oh, I'm good. Family's good. Mainly about me. I am a college professor who teaches theater, and I am also a playwright. by trade. Let's see, more about me. I am a, living here in New York City. And just generally trying to survive. It's pretty, I don't know. You know, now that you say, I'm like, what do I say about myself? I don't know. Is this really all we got in terms of conscripts? All right. So we're going to get rid of road maintenance. Sorry, everybody. Where else do we have it? Oh, yeah. Over here. We don't need to do it over here. We're going to get some enlistment efforts. Now we're going to put a whole bunch of people in the defensive battalion here. Where are we building those munitions? Chunky. Okay. I want to put just a whole bunch of people in on this one. And then the main army. So put 25 there, and then yeah, not that much. I don't want that much discrepancy. So this will give us, what do we got? 18. Let's go to 32. So 40, 50, 87. We should only have... So yeah, this is all one HQ, which is good. We don't need to put anybody else in the landing party. And then I suppose... Yeah, no, I really do want to just like load up here. Well, I suppose put a couple more here. 10 and 7. Now, I really should be mindful, though, of the mobilization options for stuff like this. Alright. What is the best way to become a protectorate of someone? Well, an easy way, if you want to join the British or the Russian one, is to get into their power block. Make a treaty to get their power block statue and other stuff. Once they gain enough leverage over you, they'll ask you. And then, because these are sovereign empires, they have the ability to just subjugate you. Other times, you know, if you increase relations, if somebody goes to war with you, a lot of times you'll get a from a larger power, like, we'll help you as long as you become a protectorate of us. So there's also that. In Serbia, forced to drink tea, and in Vietnam, forced to eat croissant. Yeah. Hammett's Warlock this side, remember? I use that Warlock ID. Oh, for gaming. Oh, and have separate ID for work personal use. Oh, okay. But I started watching your bits and your streams from this one. Oh, interesting. Okay, good to see you. Nice, nice, nice. Bro is a college professor. Yeah, this is true. It is. I am. Peak AI. Oh, hey, hey, Federico, hello. You know, if someone of your students see your videos, oh, no, I don't think they will. In fact, I just did like introductions in my classes, and a lot of them play video games, and every single one of them were like, I play Call of Duty, I play Fortnite, one of them was like, I play Roblox, and I'm like, okay, so none of them are into Paradox games. I'd be very surprised if they found me. My question can wait until after this war. Oh, Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's so that's a couple ways to become a protectorate. There are other ways. I'll have to think about it for a second. All right, let's take a look at our market here. We're on free trade and we're exporting like all of our artillery. So we got tons of opium. We got plenty of tobacco. And we got a decent amount of sugar. Not enough liquor, but we are exporting some of it, and I feel like we're not going to have the... Oh, well, we do have a little bit of groceries. Let's take a look at our buildings. Yes, so let's start utilizing extra PMs. The munitions plants, we're going to start subsidizing them. Oh, wait, the food industries. Yeah. Yeah, that is not enough. So we're going to gain quite a bit of liquor, but lose quite a bit of groceries. See, the problem is we're going to need more liquor for this. Yeah, what we're going to do is... We'll get a lot of liquor, we'll lose a lot of groceries, but we're going to need 2 liquor per battalion. So we'll do this, and then we're going to... That is a lot of a shortage, though. No, we'll do this. And then we're going to put a high subvention on importing the rest of the groceries. Yeah, now we have plenty of liquor. So in terms of mobilization options... You know, we don't have a lot of sugar, so we won't put that on the landing party, and we won't put sugar there. There we go. I think that's good. So let's mobilize. Let's raise the conscripts. Interesting, though. Oh. They haven't forced them to join the war yet. And let's bring the Navy back home here. Oh! We also... Alright, let's put the Cavalry Corps. Oh no, that's... Is that going to be part of the same HQ? Yeah, that's a different one. Oh, we can also set another interest. We'll do that in a second. I want to figure that out. I want to figure out what we need that for trade. All right. So here we go. Hey, Pondvoid, hello, hello. For a Vicky 3 beginner, but having quite a lot of experience in EU4 and CK3, which country do you recommend to start with? So there's some always go-to starters. So for one, like Sweden is a great country to start with. You have most of everything you need there. I would say don't start... I don't think starting with any of the great powers... Look at Chile, is a good idea. And I only say that because you can make mistakes in the market of a great power and not realize what you did because the market is big enough that it can kind of correct itself. So in terms of learning the game, I don't think any of these are very good. Once you feel like you've gotten a handle on the game, then I feel like the United States is like an easy country to play. But if you don't quite get all the mechanics yet, I wouldn't start with that. So I usually say Sweden. My go-to is always Congo. Congo has changed quite a bit, though. It used to just be a single state. Now it's 2. And I also don't know what the danger for Congo is anymore. It used to be, it was a single state, and it was relatively safe. Nobody was coming for them. But what's nice about Congo is you start off, and again, I got to double check if this is still the case, with one millet farm. So you can really build your economy from the ground up, and you can kind of build a building and see how it interacts with other buildings. So I always recommend that. To a certain degree, Japan is kind of nice because they're isolationist. You're not dealing with people, trade forces messing with your market, and you have all the resources you need here. The only reason why I hesitate is because Japan has some unique situations happening. The landowners have a strong vice grip, or the shogunate have a strong vice grip on your country. So it's kind of a recommendation. So my go-tos would be Sweden, Congo, and I don't know if I had to throw a third one in there. I feel like to learn the game, taking a country that has a dedicated DLC is not the best. Yeah, I would say Sweden and Congo are always my top ones to go to. Thanks for answering my question. With a war like this going on, I wouldn't be able to keep a conversation unless I paused the game. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah. I mean, the best way to become somebody's protectorate is like... It is a tough one. Because, I mean, I think getting into a sovereign empire is usually, as a smaller country, the way that you have the most power to seek it out. Most times other countries are trying to get you. Now, let's figure out why they don't want to do this. So because of that Spain and Great Britain war... Oh, do they have... Oh, man. Do they have a truce? Ah, damn. They got a truce with them. That's why I'm not going to be able to get them in. Oh, the Dutch East Indies. Is it even worth it? Like, what's your military? I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Alright, so they want to take... They would like to take some of these guys. New Guinea, Eastern New Guinea, or one of these guys here. So they want one of these guys. Now, this is now like a big sulfur producer for us, which means this was going to be our sulfur producer. But they have sulfur and rubber. I could give them this one. This one just has rubber. Maybe we give them Western New Guinea. And it's on their side of the line anyway. Fine. We will give you Western New Guinea. If you join in. Alright. Oh my god, like an idiot. I didn't take a war goal. I don't know if that's the war goal I want. I hate to do this, but we're allowed one save scum. We're going to back it up to the beginning of the month. I don't want to take a humiliate war goal. That's going to be bad news. What we want maybe is to transfer Siam. That might be easier. Yes, here we go. Oh, Belgium is a good starter too. Yes, sorry, I forgot. Belgium is still a very good starter one to take. because you're only 2 states, so it's a little bit easier. You have a pretty big economy, so that's why I don't think it's the best starter, but it's a good starter. You're only managing 2 states. You still have quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, there is no way you can enforce a humiliation on France. Yeah, exactly. I was like, yikes. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Now, yeah, we could try to transfer this. Problem is... here's the problem. They haven't called Siam in. If we do that, now we're creating a front where instead they have to naval invade. Now they have a much larger navy than us. You know, we could just say transfer this. They can't reach it, but they can call Siam in as... I think maybe we say transfer this guy. Because then they have to call them in. Yeah, they're exempt from service. See, they can change that. Yeah, right into Paris on horses. Humiliation complete. Exactly. If only I could. Can't they just enforce military access? So they can. It looks like they would have to change this. But it would cause Siam to have even more liberty desire. I would hate, though, that after the war starts, they call Siam in, and then we didn't take that war goal anyway. I think what I'll do right now is... So, what we'll do is, the initial war goal will be to transfer this subject. See, though, that does create a front. But we have to take a war goal. Oh, does Siam have a truce with France? Can they enforce access if they still have it? That's a good question. No, Siam does not have a truce with France. Oh, wait, though. So we have... Oh, no, we have this war front. Yeah, but I don't know if France can get troops there. So we'll put the landing army there. Oh, yeah. We'll put the main army there. Okay. And I want to keep these guys in the HQ for the eventual naval invasion. Oh yeah, we also... Okay, we have the military wages bumped up. Let's try not to go into an outrageous amount of debt over this. They can and they will have market access as well. It might be possible to raid convoys to get their organization down. Yeah, I guess the thing I gotta decide is, am I really gonna keep these guys here to disrupt naval, or to disrupt a naval invasion when they can't... They're not gonna stop a naval invasion, but they could stop some convoys. Well, let's get the Dutch East Indies back in. So we want to give them Western New Guinea. Now what about Japan? Wait, don't I have defensive agreements? Yeah, with Spain. Spain. Hey. What the hell? They're like, well, I'm not fighting France. Are you crazy? So ideological differences will gain 50. What's the deal here? Yeah, because they're in that war. Oh, they have a truce as well? God, why does everybody have a truce with France? No wonder France did this war. It was a smart move. Yeah, they're not going to help us. Now, what about you, Japan? What's the deal? Oh, they're in a war. There's turmoil. They're, oh my god, they're bankrupt. No. Oh no, they're bankrupt. Let's see, if they weren't bankrupt. If they weren't bankrupt, they would do it. How much is their debt? Why can't I take a look at that? Denmark. Defensive agreements, yeah, more like defensive suggestions, yeah. It's like that line in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Isn't this against the rules? It's more like a guideline. Who said AI was stupid? Yeah, right? They know when not to mess around with the big boys. Yeah. This is like it turns out this is like the perfect time for them to do this. Everybody else is preoccupied. So they're weak. Okay. I've had this issue twice in Vicky in the same game. Once I was getting attacked by Russia and Germany, who had a defensive pact with, act like nothing was happening. Yeah, right. Oh, Yuri, hello, hello. Oh, take on debt is the other side of the deal. I do that all the time. Thank you, I appreciate that. And hello, hello, welcome in. I do that all the time with treaties. I'm always on, there it is, yeah. Oh my god, okay. But how much is the debt? Oof. 14 million. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we can't do that. That's half of our debt limit. It's probably part of game design to draw lines with how smart you can program the AI to be. Otherwise, no one plays your game because you can never win. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if we really let the computer be as smart as it can be, we'd all be subjects of Great Britain. 14 million, Japan? You're 14 million pounds in debt? Man. Okay, I guess we're not getting you in there. Yeah, now we're kind of scrapping the bottom of the barrel here. What about you, US? Oh, they're allied to France. I swear, every single game I play, I'm either at odds with Great Britain the whole game, and the United States is allied to them. And the one time I'm cool with Great Britain, I'm at odds with France. Now the United States is allied to France. Like, get out of here, man. The Dominion of India. I mean, this would be helpful. Okay, so we could gain 68, so we get plus 61 if we changed our ideological differences. Oh yeah, they're in that stupid Spain versus Great Britain war. And they have a truce as well. Yeah, so they can't do it. Everybody has a truce with France. All right. I don't think we're gonna get any. Maybe the Dutch East Indies can help us here. Maybe. We'll see. So we're gonna keep the budget like this and gain some money, so that we don't go into debt over this war. I mean, if we take this little bit of land because of it. You know, oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, if we somehow survive this war, I was gonna say, and Siam isn't called in, we won't have a truce with Siam, but we will with France. We could attack Siam and France can't get involved. But I forgot, I think truces don't apply if you're on the defensive side. Yeah, we really, really need... Let's move these things down. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We need to get these munitions plants building quicker. And we have... We're gonna get rid of... both promote social mobilities, because we're gonna need to. And then, where are we building Chunky? Put some road maintenance there. And now we'll get these built quicker. Read an article with an interview with a game dev. They said pretty much it is easy to make a difficult game, but it is very hard to make it challenging and fun. Yeah. Oh, that's such a great point. I believe that. Yeah, right? Like, to make something so hard nobody can do it, like... But how do you find that line? How do you even find where the line is? That's so cool. Wait, was that an interview with a Victoria 3 game dev? Because that's pretty insightful in game development there. Max subvention on ammo import. That's how I do it in that scenario. Also, everything on enlistment effort to get max conscripts. Yeah. So we have the enlistment efforts. We have... Oh, what the hell? I thought I had put a high subvention on this. Ah, damn it. I clicked this one instead of that one. Okay. So we're going to start getting that. How are we with everything else? Yeah, like, not good. But we're also... I wish we weren't exporting so damn much, and I can't tariff it. Put a low subvention on that. Oh, wait. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of universal suffrage have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Mired. I always mispronounce that word. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't want to take the radicals on that. We'll take the minus 10%. You know, whatever, the AI is AI and it does what it does, but then my friends whom I had a defensive pact not just ignored the situation, but straight up hurried to cancel the ongoing treaty. Oh my god. With friends like that, you don't need AI. Yeah, exactly. That war is winnable. I think so. See, the thing is, if with this war goal, if we take this, we're going to lower their war score. If they don't bring Siam into this... Where's this guy going? Can they... Oh, yeah, so they can travel people over here. We'll see. People have been complaining about the difference in living standards between us and our neighbors in the Netherlands. Yeah, we'll take that one. All right, we're going towards the war here. So if we end up taking this, I don't think we'll have front. Maybe I've saved the food issue. Just had to invade and take Zealand and find a way from Denmark for the wheat and export as much as possible to Stockholm. That's what makes game dev interesting. No, that interview was old. Think maybe I've been in the early days of World of Warcraft. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's such a cool quote. Oh, you know, we did that. We did the save scum. I wonder. Okay, no, I still have that. Good. All right, away we go. Free trade is great until you need to tear something for situations like this. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I'm always like, most of the run I'm like, yay, free trade, look at all this trade advantage. And then suddenly I'm like, damn it, free trade. The manufacture of steam engines has become a profitable industry in Chongqing thanks to our sound investment in locomotive technology. These engines are already being employed across new Vietnamese railway lines. Yeah, let's take that tech progress. Did I put... Is everybody on that front? Oh. Ah! Why is this guy on... Stalwart defender. We'll just promote this guy. Okay, hold on. Is everybody... Experienced defensive, open terrain, excellent. You know what, we're just gonna do advance front. I don't want to take the extra casualties. Oh, I really hope... Okay, good. I was gonna say, if we don't have those... Tariff everything. That is the way now, yeah. And stop building that silly bridge to Canada. We need tariffs on it. No more mulligans for your ham cuts. Now you are stuck with the game. Yep, that's right. That's right. You get the one save scum, but that's it. I use it on something as silly as going back 11 days in the game. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this cavalry corps. The problem is they go on defense quite a bit. I'm allergic to free trade and laissez-faire, even though it makes you rich. I can see that. I can see that. I think too, if you're trying to really increase standard of living, sometimes it's not the most beneficial system. Same, I usually go for interventionism. Is it? Yeah, interventionism is a very good system, and it depends on the country. Like. Oh, we never end up doing anything with this. Because, yeah, being able to tariff things is good. Like, to be quite... Oh, yeah, to be quite honest, we should be on protectionism. We don't really need to be on free trade. We got on free trade to get rid of the corn laws. I should change that. So where are the French sending their convoys? Yes. So here, their armies are over here. Now the problem is our navy has capital ships in it. So we're going to get a big buff, or a big hit to convoy rating, but it's better than nothing. So let's cut off the supply to those soldiers. Never done laissez-faire for don't know forever. I messed up a game for me a long time ago, and now I shun it. Private sector went bananas and overbuilt everything everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. The motto for... In Victoria 3, the motto for the private sector is everything, everywhere, all at once. Alright. Of course, it's Republican. Here we go. So you take that. Ooh, artillery commander. Yes, yes, and yes, my friend. Heavy barrage. Get a hit to battle occupation, but I'll take it. I always wonder why the visualization here always has the opponent flag on the wrong side and your flag on the wrong side. Like, you would think the flags would be turned around. Alright. Oh, I have heard that one before. Tariff is good. Oh my god, yeah, that's true, right? Ugh, just feels icky. So we're losing one there, but we might, but mostly railways. But do you already have railways? No, you will have more. This is true, right? Yeah, us talking to the private sector, but you already have a railway. Yes, we have one railway, but what about second railway? Who are you quoting? Oh yeah. Wait, what was the first quote I said? I forget now. This war has got me all 6s and 7s. Wait, what was the first thing I said? Oh, everything everywhere all at once. Well, that's just the name of a movie. Alright, we're gonna get this. So, see our offensive battles here. Let's pause for a second here. So these guys, they have an army here. It's getting an average... Oh, no. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. Yeah. So... How is their average defense? At 46. And our average offense is at 19. Like... So we have... Offense should be 21. We're at panic retreat. Alright, let's wait till the next battle starts up here. Hey, Java, what's up? What's up? How are you? How are you? I thought you didn't have a stream this week. Almost missed it. Oh yeah, no, today's the only day. So I'm doing the two on today, but the rest of the week I'm off. Oh, hold on. The Gulf of Tonkin. Ah, man. Let's try to intercept that. We did sink some of their convoys. Okay. Bizarre to say, but those animations are so cute. Yeah, right? I do kind of like it. Sometimes I forget to zoom into the map enough. Yeah, so their offense is mighty high. I'm wondering if... So, like... Are we getting that boost? Like, is this guy in a battle yet? Yin Trong. No. Like, do we go all defensive and try to grind them down? Better for me because this week is a hella busy week for me. Oh, nice. Perfect then. Yeah, kind of same here. Oh, nice. Trade unions pushed for it. So we're gonna get that one. So we're losing all the offensive battles, but we seem to be winning the defensive ones. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of universal suffrage by Lozong has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Yeah, we'll take the one setback and gain 10%. Now, we don't necessarily need these motor industries right now. Look at this, look at this. Why? We need to tariff something. Wish we could tariff the hell out of this stuff. We need this munition. Do I get rid of these motor industries and build myself more battalions? I wish we could tariff the hell out of this stuff. I know, given the state of the world, that just feels icky to say, but... yeah, I know someone that says that in real life. Let's get rid of these. Let's build a second National Guard unit. Let's give them a general here. Defense in forested terrain. Honestly... I could use that right now. so we're gonna put you on there. And then the new one. Yeah, but we could still really use that guy. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's build up. Alright. And that's what we'll do. Oh, it's about time you guys did something. Where's all your boats? Look at this, just sitting at home. What are these guys doing over here? Okay, so they're just intercepting. Where'd they go? Ooh, here we go. We're finally getting a naval battle. Whoa. We just, like, won. Wait, what's going on? Why did all... You see this? All the boats disappeared and we're... Also, all the battalions disappeared. Is there like a map mode stuck in or something? Okay, that's strange, right? Alright, we're gonna save it, go back to the main menu and reload it. Don't quite know what happened there. There we go. Alright. Although... now we are heavily outnumbered. Alright, let's go back to... let's go back to raiding convoys. Hey, we're now a great power. That's mainly because we have all of our armies, or all of our conscripts raised. We're playing good defense here, but... I wonder if it's worth taking... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna send them to the National Guard so that we have more units there. So 1, 2, because they... So these units, because they have... Oh, wait, that's their morale. I want the manpower. Well, I don't want units that have low morale either. We'll take these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. The morale will go back up. Ooh, 1,000 manpower. Oh, look at this. Wait, they're seasoned. Oh, they're elite. Okay. So let's get one of these 1,000 manpower. Yeah, like this guy. So we'll take these 5. You guys go to them. Oh, okay, we are at the 2-hour mark. So we got to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to the gods of ads here so that we don't get hit by ads during gameplay. So 90 seconds and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. All right, let's do this. So we haven't made any progress here yet. Ooh. All right, it might be goodbye to this Navy. If I purchase a membership for a month, will you be able to splurge for a few extra dollars and continue to enjoy your Starbucks coffee beans? You mentioned you cut them out due to cost. Definitely. I definitely would. It would be very much appreciated. And you get a special thanks at the end of the videos I make. So people who are members on YouTube, I don't know if anybody's noticed, at the end of videos that I make, I put up the names of everybody who's the member and a thanks. But yeah, definitely. I would definitely get some extra Starbucks coffee beans. Dutch East Indies, what? Your armies suck and are causing me to lose. Ah, there it is. Oh, Just That Harris, thank you so much. I appreciate that so very much. That is awesome of you. Thank you. That is so cool. That makes my day right there. Because now I can go get some Starbucks later. No, just kidding. But it is appreciated. My pleasure to support you. Yes, keep doing great things. Yes. I'm in the midst of editing up a starting step series for the United States, so look out for your name at the end of that series now. The run is finished, I just need to, like, finish editing it. Which is kind of difficult that I'm going out of town for the next couple days. And it cuts into that. But I appreciate it very much. Interesting they haven't found our boats yet, but we're finding their convoys. Man, I wish I could just tell the... damn Dutch East Indies to get out of here. Oh, and we're going into debt. Bet Dutch East Indies, don't allow your troops to be borrowed by them. They may save manpower. Oh. Yes, that is a good point. Although that also means my troops won't be borrowed either, though, right? Yeah. There we go. Only Vietnamese formations. Yes, thank you for that reminder. Stop taking my armies and losing. Damn, we're losing ground here. But they're losing, we're sinking their convoys. So we haven't cut into their organization just yet. Okay, so we got most of the munitions plants now. Oh, explosives are expensive. Oh, well, let's do that. Oh, finally. Shoo, go away, beggar. Yeah, exactly. Go away, beggar. Your generals suck. I mean, they have 39-40 defense. The problem is the French are starting to send some real troops. Oh yeah, here we go. Damn, this is gonna hurt. They're gonna take Chungki. That's gonna hurt. Oof. Members of the philosophy department from the University of Chungki have signed a formal petition for governmental funding of their next project, a scientific journal. That's like our whole construction sector right there. Yeah, we can't take those expenses right now. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. This is not good. I give you that. And why did they say no? Oh, I think it was from the original Baldur's Gate game. Shoo, go away, beggar. We've lost a lot of manpower. And what sucks is we gave up our little colony here just to have you guys suck in this war. Yeah, they get an F on this one. Like, look at this. Look at this. I don't think you guys have won a single battle yet. Why do these guys have... Or why are they losing organization? Supply shortage. Alright, well, we have one offensive victory here. Oh my god, it's about time, you guys. So how much are we losing? 4 war score. And they're not losing much. I like that one. Been a few years since then, though, yeah. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is a great game. Although, I've only played Baldur's Gate 3. I never played the original ones. I should go back to them. Damn. Okay, so we lost Chunky. Take this back. Same thing with the offensive army. My Jesus, what are you doing, France? Now the ramen will be eaten with a baguette. Yeah, exactly, right? All to take what exactly, my guys? To take what? Rotary valve engine. Alright. We'll look into that when this is done. How many more... how have we... Oh my god. UI. Yes, I know that's a C node. Let me click it. Yeah, so we're sinking convoys, but not nearly enough. The distance from the mainland matters in this war. It does, yeah. So, that's why we're sinking these convoys. So when you have to send armies overseas, the size of the army and the number of C nodes that it passes through calculates how many convoys you need in order to maintain that army. So you can see here, oh my god, if we can ever click this C node. So they need, like, this 58th French army that has 72 battalions. They need 1.4K convoys in order to maintain it. If they don't have enough of these convoys, the army's organization starts going down, and so they lose offense and defensive score. So we're trying to raid these convoys to sink a bunch of them so that they don't have enough convoys and their offensive and defensive scores goes down. Yeah, France needs convoys to support their troops. So for them, distance matters. Yeah, and the farther away you send your army, the more convoys you need in order to maintain it. Now, this is not good because we built all of our munitions in that state, and France now controls the war goals. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have cooking in their updates this year regarding naval units. Yeah, I just hope maintaining individual ships does not become burdensome on the player. I know, right? Sounding like, be careful what you ask for. Because I could see that being the situation. I'm sure there'll be some level of automation to it. So we're paused here because I'm trying to figure out what exactly we're gonna do here. These guys are now separated from the capital. Why is that? Damn, we don't have a port in the capital. Unfortunately, we need to build that sooner rather than later. We also have an input shortage in this now. We're gonna need to build damn, this is gonna ruin the run quite a bit. Okay. So we're gonna build more munitions, but we gotta get the port done first. Yeah, what? Let's get the road maintenance out of there. Put it over here. I don't know. This war is not looking good. Oh yeah, let's make sure all the armies are on the front. Oof, is it still winnable? I don't think so. I don't think so. The problem is now we're losing war score. I mean, if we can somehow take back Chongqing, we could stop our loss of war score. I don't think that's possible. But we still have a lot of manpower in this army. The problem is our manpower is just so low here. And so we're heavily outnumbered. They have about 60,000 more soldiers than us. And we're starting to lose war score now. So I don't think we have enough time to catch up. The only thing we could possibly do is take this back, since it's one of the war goals. If we can take this back, we can stop our loss of war score. But that's a big if at this point. Okay. Well, we can go to a better thing there. You know, I suppose my problem is I'm slacking on military tech here. That was a mistake. Considering I had France on my doorstep, I should have gotten some military tech. See, I was thinking if France ever came knocking, I had a good shot at getting Great Britain in on the war. Unfortunately, France was smart and waited till they had a truce with Great Britain. I think they're going in the right direction. Yeah, they are. So we're gonna lose this one. But we can always take it back. Yeah, let's learn never have these guys in the war again. Oh, that's why these guys haven't attacked us. So they're just trying to protect the convoys. We never really made much of a dent here, though. We need to make a convoy raiding army. And see, this is gonna hurt because... yeah, our entire construction sector is here. Oh man, okay, we have iron there. So we're gonna lose a ton of iron. Yeah, 207 French battalions, yeah. They really brought the heat on this one. And look at this, like, we have no more soldiers. Look at our manpower there. This is done. Alright, so we're gonna have some rebuilding to do here. Oh yeah, look at that. We also have 13 government admins there. Oof. Were they a theocracy? No. RIP. Go full military and retake it in a future war. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna have to do. We have to get this back. We have to get this back. I think we really do also need to formalize an alliance with Great Britain. Now, they don't want this because... oh, they're the power projection. You know, maybe it's time we get into the British Empire power block. So, we could get more infrastructure. Look at this. Militarized Industry 3. And they can't make us a subject. I think we're going to do that. We're going to get into the British Empire power block. Now, unfortunately, they still don't want to take that. But we could put a power block embassy here. And we can get military assistance. That will be very helpful. Yeah, let's do this for 25 years. We have 55% chance. Let's see if we get it. Ah, come on. Really? Why, though? Alright, let's wait till February 15th. Then we can try it again. A 95% chance. Oh, and I wonder... oh, no, the price of iron there is bad. Okay. Yeah, so trade privileges, investment rights. Yeah, if they don't want to give us investment rights, that's fine. Yeah, resend the same. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Alright. So, the cost of our military goods is down. Now we're losing tons because we have a massive bureaucracy deficit. because we lost a ton of our government admins. We also don't need to be putting subventions on any of this stuff. Oh, I don't even know why we still have a subvention on luxury clothes. Okay. So artillery, we don't need that. We don't need that anymore. We got it off lead. Oh yeah, and then groceries was the big one. Alright, so that gives us a positive balance, but we're on high taxes, so let's cut down the military wages. Let's put this down. We don't need enlistment efforts anymore. Oh, this is... what am I doing? No, we don't need this. We will put... oh, Jesus, what am I doing? We'll put road maintenance, though. And then let's tax something. Tax services. It's gambling, even though it says the UK doesn't accept. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this thing with Great Qing is not going to work anymore. See, what hurts is we lost our access to iron. Ah, well, we got one here. We've got one little iron mine working right here. Ooh, yeah, let's take off for now the road maintenance here, put it here. And we've got one here. Although now, you know, we'll start colonizing this pretty quickly. So we'll be able to get quite a bit of iron there. But we need construction. We're back down to no construction. So we're gonna build up these iron mines. Oof, look at this, yeah. We're about to drop considerably. Our prestige is now 74. Oh, France, you really messed things up for us here. More reason, too, to get into... well, hold on, though. I don't think... we're not going to be in the... we won't be in the British market with this, though. Oh, and they're not rivals with France anymore. Damn, and I just did that stupid treaty. Who are their rivals? Spain and Russia. Oh, shoot, though. I didn't think it through. Yeah, we do not want to get into the British Empire power block, because we're about to really drop our rank. Oh, this was not a good treaty to make. Well, We can withdraw from it. And they won't like us very much. Currently, our relations are 35. This will also make it hard to get other treaties. We should get the treaties we want now. But we cannot go into any sovereign power block. We don't want France. Spain is a trade league. United States Trade League. Italy is an ideological union. Okay. So we're kind of starting fresh here. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be non-fulfilled. Alright, so what do we have going on here? So, we have a lot of unemployed pops here. We can build here. Damn you, France. Time to aim for revenge. Yes. That is our aim. Revenge. We have to build up quite a bit here. Yeah, and we lost a lot. The problem is, this was like the worst state to lose. I'd rather have lost our capital. Because we built almost everything in this state. Now... oh yeah, okay. First off is government admins. We need to build some. So we'll build it up here. We need to make up about 365. So get to about 8. You know, we'll build the government admins first, because they can build quickly. And we'll finally get rid of that negative 14k. Then... alright, and then we're gonna get... what are we researching now? Steel frame buildings. I mean, that might be the way to go. Because then we need steel. And we have coal here. We can build... we don't have any steel mines here. But we'll need explosives and glass. We're not there yet. Okay, yeah. So we'll build 2. You know what we could do? We have a ton of wood. We could build 5 construction sectors on wooden frame buildings, get ourselves 10 more construction points, and maybe try to completely bypass iron frame buildings and go build up what we need for steel, and then just go steel frame buildings. We've got a crazy amount of wood to use here. I think we're gonna try to. I've never done something like this before, but and go wooden frame buildings. Yeah, because we're splitting construction with the private sector. Yeah, we kind of have to do this. Let's see how it works. I mean, we've got a massive budget. Surprised we haven't dropped in level yet. Oh, let's speed this up. So why are these textile mills doing so poorly? Nam-ite has the population. What is... Oh, we've got a lot of... Okay. Why is it saying input goods shortage? Cast Lovey. Oh, was that Say Lovey? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know, the other thing is... Yeah, okay, let's not... Don't have... Alright, so yeah, once we get universal suffrage, we're getting off a free trade. That much is for sure. Yeah, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Me and my wife have a saying. We go, c'est la vie. C'est la effin vie. Although we don't say effin. Let's go through this here. How many steel mills do we have now? We've got this one. We have no tooling here. Oh my god. Alright. And we have a tooling shortage, right? Yeah. So we got tons of wood. Oh, and you know, we kind of have to go with labor-saving PMs going forward. I think, yeah, we're just going to have to go countrywide with labor-saving PMs. The market will correct itself. And we should have done that one much sooner, but... Alright, oh, wait. Yeah. Rotary valve engine. And then we'll basically just build up the coal that we need. Alright, now what do we have going on here? Yeah, the railways. Ooh. If we had railways, that would really help us. Do we have... Oh, the explosives. Do we have explosives now? No. Alright, so we'll refrain from that for now. Did the French split Dai Nam in two? That's typical human messing with AI behaviors. Yeah, they did. They split us right in two here. Unbelievable. How rude. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we could also use creating a need for fertilizer, because we have an unprofitable fertilizer plant. Now, we really need some explosives. And I should be building them here. So let's build, because this is going to save us some labor. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to build. If you're missing any goods that Japan have, you could do goods transfers with them. I notice it's easy to do this with them if you offer them fruit, since they struggle to get those. Yeah. Well, yeah, and the problem is maybe we should renegotiate this so we don't lose it. Maybe that I should be doing that. I rewatched the start of the war, and it looks like the front opened only after the war goal transfer subject was added. I would personally restart, but I'm not streaming. Well, see, the problem, though, that we had with that was any other war goal we would have to, would cause us to have to invade, like, the French mainland. And so we would never get their war score down. So we were kind of put in a difficult situation there where we could go for this, or our war goal would cause us to have to take some French land on the French mainland, which we're never going to be able to do. And eventually France would have just done military access with these guys, with Siam. So I wanted to create a war goal that we had more of a legitimate chance to get. I don't know if there's anything else we could have done in that war, because we definitely aren't going to be able to invade the French mainland. And I do feel like once we went to war, they would have just revoked the exempt service for Siam and then create a frontier, and then we would have been fighting them on a front, but never be able to get their war score below 0 anyway. Although in the end, that didn't really matter either way as well. AI is getting smarter and meaner. Yeah. No more mulligans for Mr. Ham. I'm watching him. Yes, this is true, right? No, we'll get it back, though. We'll get it back. After his return from duty, General Nin Chong has not been the same. He avoids the barracks like the plague, refuses to use a weapon, and he has stated damn clearly that he doesn't want to hear a damn word about war. Oh, this guy has shell shock. Well, then you're not very good to us right now. Oh, we could remove that. Okay. There we go. So he's just going to be unpopular. The recently translated works of Nihal Singh have become popular within the royalist movement. The relationship has developed to the point of now Nihal Singh openly endorsing the movement. Yeah, we don't like the royalist movement. Alright. So, starting to hire these up. Oh, yeah. And we wanted to do, oh, we're actually selling those now. Okay. And you know what? We're going to keep our budget like this because we have to get out of debt before our rank drops down. Because we're going to get a skyrocketing interest rate soon. Alright, what's happening here? What's being contravened? Why did this pop up if nothing is... Well, it'll correct itself. Alright, so we have rubber here now. Oh, this hardwood. Can we get that out of there? No, they want that. You can offer them an embassy. And some trade privileges. Can we even afford this stuff still, though? Like, what is fruit and opium in our market right now? So we got a lot of opium. Yeah, we can't really afford the fruit anymore. So let's get rid of the hardwood. Maybe we cut this down to 200. And cut that out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is better. Do this for 15 years. So that should fix that. All right. Now, what is going on here? All right, let's cut that out. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me start it fresh. So they don't really like this treaty anyway. All right, they don't want to buy that from us. Can we afford 30 clippers, 120 fish? Because we lost a lot of that. Oh, we can. What about the fish? Yeah, okay. What else are we doing? Oh, the fabric. Oh, yeah, look at that. I wouldn't mind cutting that out, so that's good. Alright, so let's renegotiate this. Let's take the fabric out. Let's take that out. Can we buy iron off you guys? All right. So we got an 80% chance of this. We'll do this for 25 years. Organized sports. Okay. All right. So got rid of that. So now what is iron in our market? Let's see, we can cut the need for the livestock ranches out. So let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna lose a labor-saving PM, but whatever. And then... So we have 43 iron. Now, the problem is, if we move to iron frame buildings, we're gonna need, yeah, 186. It's kind of better if we just... Oh, you know, too, building all this iron... I should have been letting the company do it. Well, actually, we'll build the iron, we'll sell it, and they'll take it. We'll lose the benefit of the construction benefit to it, but I also don't think... Yeah. I also don't want to wait for them to do it. A bookkeeper in government administration employed by the Anti-Dutch League is under investigation for bribery. Who's in the Anti-Dutch League? The Intelligentsia. Yeah, we could take this. We'll take whatever will get us some loyalists at the moment. Now... we could really use some railways. What I would like to do here is... Yeah, look at that. If we can get 100 transportation, we'll get 15,000 more laborers. So we need about 120 transportation. So about 4 of these. Alright. Problem is we have a very long build queue right now. Oh, and in the end, we also don't need all this government admin now. How much do one of these gives us? 50. Okay. So we'll just build the 2. Okay. But we do need all of these. Need to be attached. So we're gonna put road maintenance over there. Yeah, after we're done building in Baki. Hey, Sharky boy, what's up? What's up? Have no fear, for Sharky is here. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. How have you been? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining in. We were going strong at the beginning of the stream, and France kicked our butt in a war. So we're in recovery mode. All right. We're currently a great power, but we're going to be going down at some point. Although our prestige is building back up quite steadily. So maybe we'll stay great power status. But we will see. Construction took a big hit. We lost our state that had all of our construction sectors in it. So we're currently recovering from that. Maybe lesson learned on my end to not put all of my construction eggs in one state. All right. But I'm I'm trying to get us out of debt here in anticipation that our rank is going to drop down and we're going to get a much higher interest rate. So they're paying a lot on this 1.16 million. Oh, say it isn't so. Wait, what? Oh, we're getting large numbers of Vietnamese migrating from France to Baki. Where from France did they come from? Doesn't really say. It must be from Chongqing. Oh man, is this state gonna start emptying out? I'm doing good, been busy with school and work. Ah, nice, nice. I hear you. Yep. Such are the times. Same here. Classes, and for me, work is school. So busy with both of those. All right, so this next government admin will get us out of our 4.3% tax waste, because we can use everything we need. Yeah, how about you guys start being nice with us? Oh yeah, the problem with you guys is you have an alliance with France. Another lesson is not to go free trade if you have France and UK nearby. Yeah, I did it to get off of the corn laws. I should have then went back to protectionism much sooner. I got sidetracked by other laws. So yeah, lesson learned next time. Okay. That's fine. We'll lose that. Portugal doesn't like us. Fine. Why? I don't know. Alright, so now let's move the road maintenance. Oh, we already have road maintenance there. Alright. Let's keep the authority then, because that'll help us get off of free trade sooner. Here we go. Look, we finally dropped to a minor power. So now our interest rate doubled. So it's a good thing we got this. Yeah, we lowered our amount of debt by half. So that's good. So we're still okay. This afternoon, Lozong, leader of the intelligentsia, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of universal suffrage. Who's this guy? No, we'll take this. Trade dependence is conquest. Yeah, Britain pushed free trade historically because they knew it was a way to get a country to give up control of its markets. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happened to us here. Even during that war, you know, we were exporting our own military goods, making it more expensive for us. The discovery of oil in Vietnamese Eastern New Guinea is causing people to flock to the state, hoping to find jobs in this booming industry. Well, 10 years of this. I don't think we're going to be building oil there within the next 10 years. But we'll get 100% migration attraction there. So we'll actually take that. All right. Well, unfortunately, we're at the time that I have to finish for this morning session here. So we're going to have to call it here for today. Well, actually, I mean, sorry, not for today, for this session. Because we do have the evening session tonight. So I'm going to be continuing this run tonight at around 8:30 my time. So that's in about 7 hours from now. Yeah, you too, Jabba. You have a good one. The only way I found to somewhat help with that problem when I had free trade was to put high subventions on the import of goods I needed. Yeah, and that can become pretty expensive. I think generally when you're a smaller country like this, free trade isn't ideal. So now that we're much smaller because we lost one of our most important states, it's time to backtrack a little bit. But yeah, so that'll be it for now. So thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, Jabba, you have a good day as well. Oh wait, I think I already read that one. But yeah, I'll be back on tonight at around 8:30. So in about 7 hours. So wherever you are in the world. Yeah, Sharky Boy, have a good one. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But that's it for now. So hopefully I'll see everybody tonight. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I'll see you next time.